my pen friends. Welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen Review. Well, today's the day. Let's go vintage. All the way to Russia. Yes, finally, I got the information that I needed to do the Russian pen. So, may have some difficulties trying to pronounce some of these words, so forgive us.
Appears to be the Kharkov.
Kharkov, okay. So, this is a vintage Soviet pen set. And the name again is?
Kharkov.
Okay. It's really different. Now, I am stepping off on unmarked territory, so bear with me. This is really new to me. It comes in this plastic set. In the back, it's all Russian. And it's just a plastic top lid. And I've had all this already been translated. Yep. So here's his pen. So it's a nice looking set. Unusual to me because I found the ballpoint pen very, very thin. It's like 0.32 inches all the way up and down on the widest point, all the way up and down. And just look at this Parker ballpoint. Look at all the girth in that Parker. So the Soviet is slender. Nice push button action there. And then it has a 4, what is that, P? 4. It's got a 4P, and I was told the P, it really means R in Russian. So, I'm learning. Very nice looking color. I do like the color. Nice looking set. Let's open this pen up. Now the pen, it's new old, stock, vintage. It doesn't write. At least not yet. And there is the little jewel that I've yet to get it to write, but I will try it. And the spring. And on the inner part of the cap, it's blue. That's interesting. My first pen ever from Russia. Plastic. Nice clip. If you bend it too far back, you can ruin it because it has a lot of flex to it, but if you're not careful with it, you could bend it out of shape. But nice bolt action there. Fits well in the hand. And this ballpoint pen, the weight of it is 9.6 G's. And the length of it here is 5.33 inches. The widest point up and down, it's going to be 0.32 inches. Wow. Isn't that something? Okay. So, let's move on. Put that back in here. Now, let's talk about this interesting fountain pen. Beautiful color. The clip is about like the one on the ballpoint with the same markings on top here. 4P, which they say stands for 4R, if I'm even reading that right. Again, forgive me, this is a Russian pen from the Soviet Union. And I've been looking for markings on here. And I really can't find any. So, I like to do some reading on some investigation of it. All right, let me see here. The seller tells me the pens were made in the Soviet times at the auto handle factory Now this factory is no longer there. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, only a few of our 100 plants remain in that city.
Kharkov.
And he says, yes, and they work very little. The rest of the plants were broken and handed over for scrap. With respect, Igor. So that's information that he gave me here on the pen. So let me find some more information that I would like to read. If you bear with me, I'll let Mr. Announcer translate all this you see here, up and down, here and here. Are you with me? So here we go.
Okay, it says, the following repairs done, and I assume this is the part where those lines are to fill in the blanks. Mechanic shop, owner, and shop business name. Then it says detach here. And then underneath, warranty obligations.
Right in here.
Provided proper pen maintenance, the factory guarantees its operation for the period of this warranty. The warranty period is 12 months from the date of purchase. Warranty repair is done only if the warranty document has the purchase date stamp. In case of found defects, consumer has a right to exchange the product at the shop where the product was purchased within a 14-day period. The exchange of product is done according to industrial product exchange rules purchased at a retail trade network of state and cooperative commerce and confirmed by the USSR Commerce Ministry and State Standard Committee of USSR Ministers' Council, or other product exchange rules that operate in a given republic. Then it has a series of addresses of the different shops in Moscow, Leningrad, Kiev, Yaroslavl, Riga, Moscow again, and Kharkov. This particular one is from the Kharkov factory. It also has there are the words warranty sheet with places to fill in sold by, shop stamp, and owner, and the address. Then the description. This one part didn't get fully translated. One line says 4 rubles and 35 kopecks. The other one says 6 rubles. And a translator's note, a loaf of bread was 0.2 rubles before 1991.
All right, so there you have it. That's what I've been waiting for, the translation from this. That was really important. So that was really interesting, what Mr. Announcer read. And a friend of mine, he had one of his colleagues that reads Russian to translate it, and it all worked out well. So a very interesting pen. And you know, I'm kind of like excited because my first time to venture across the world to Russia, USSR, wow. To me, this is heavy stuff. And these are really some nice looking pens. Nice set. Now, I'm going to try to get the ink cartridge in here writing. But I have inked up this pen with some Pelican 4001 turquoise. So the weight of the fountain pen weighs 13.4 G's, and the length, as you see it closed, is 5.29 inches. It'll post in at 5.99 inches. So let's pull off the cap, and it does post nice and securely, nice and deep, and it's got a nice barrel on it, and it fits really nice in the hand. And there is no step off from the barrel to the grip section. Now, right in here, you'll see, you can hear that uh, kind of like a little, what would you call that?
It sounds like a little sawing sound.
Yeah, it's right there on the grip, and there's nothing more around the grip or below it. It's just right here. And then the nib, which we couldn't make out, is in Russian and have no idea what it says. Maybe it tells us it's the size of the nib. And looking at the feed, there it is. Let's open it up. I want to show you the inner parts of this pen, which I found interesting. Look at the converter. Blue. White. Nice size converter. A real girthy type of converter. And you just pull that out. I'm not doing it right now because I have ink in it. But I found this interesting. I've never seen a converter like this before. First time. I guess first time for everything. Very interesting fountain pen from the Soviet Union, USSR. So, this is the pen set I've been waiting to review, and it's finally happening. I hope you found it interesting about the translation from this. I know I did. So what I want to do now, I want to do a writing sample. Get that done for you. And I'll use some Franklin Christoph paper. I guess I'll just use the back of this one right there. All right. And we'll go ahead and post it just for the heck of it. All right. Here we go. And this is the and that's okay. Sorry about that. So, and we'll do some swirls here. It really has some good ink flow. We'll do a wet test here. It's laying down the ink, that's for sure. And it does have a bit of wetness to it. Nice. Now let's try reverse writing. Alright. And there you go. You can get totally different line variation. And here's the downstroke and the cross stroke. With pressure, no pressure. So you can't really get much going on with that. And just look at that nib for a while. The nib kind of reminds me like a lamy. Just 1 second. 1 second, please. Let me pull me out one of them there lamies. So, right here. What do you think? Kind of reminds me of it. Yes, the Lamy All-Star. It's a bit more girthier, wider. But that's what the Russian pen reminds me of. Right there. Interesting. So there you have it. The Soviet pen from the USSR. It's a vintage Soviet set. New old stock. And I'm kind of glad that I finally got everything I needed to do the review today, because for me, I had to get this translated. I was going to go crazy. And you know, this is my really first time to really step out of my comfort zone to go for vintage all the way to Russia. But when I saw this pin set and it said Russia, this was a particular pin set that, for me, got my curiosity, and I needed to check it out. So I'm glad I did. I done it. I hope you found this review as interesting as I have. I did my homework on this, and it took a while to get it all done, but it's done. Folks, thank you for joining me on Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews today. So, hey, stay with me rest of the week. I got a whole bunch of cool stuff happening this week. Take care, my friends. Be safe. And as always, don't text and drive. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.